I'm Emily McNamara. On the farm, we wear many hats. Has a small, mid-sized family farm. We are at a property that we call the farm on Putah Creek. We're on the space that borders the Putah Creek, which is our local watershed. And this is a hedgerow that was planted about 15 to 20 years ago. And it's a very diverse, very rich hedgerow, as you can see. On our farm, we have over a mile of hedgerows. We have coyote brush, we have quail brush, oaks, toyon, boxwood elm, redbud, wild rose, deergrass, yarrow, mugwort, chokecherry. We have a lot. Hedgerows are very important to us, and they are also tricky and a little daunting for a lot of folks, especially a lot of more medium to large size farming operations. There was this mindset a few decades ago of planting fence post to fence post. So there can be nervousness and a loss of valuable cropland. And then also the implementation of a hedgerow. You can't just plant the seed, put the plug in and forget about it. It does take water infrastructure, it takes pruning, it takes time. But for us, it was so important to plant hedgerows, and it continues to be because of the systems approach we take to our farming operation, which includes IPM and, integrated pest management. So these really provide habitat, pollen, nutrient sources for pollinators and beneficial insects that are vital to our operation. It creates such a diverse habitat for so many beneficials, and we really see the benefits come through when we are, assessing the amount of pest damage in our orchards. We use traps to look at codling moth, housefly, navel orangeworm. So between the hedgerows and our bat boxes and owl boxes, I think that it does give a pretty strong guard against a lot of our invasive insects. And it also creates habitat for local wildlife, birds, coyote, foxes, skunks, rabbits. We got a lot of them. So I first think it's important to acknowledge that farming regeneratively is not new. It has been done for millennia by indigenous peoples, and we are bringing back or re-implementing some of those practices in our orchard systems. So for me, that means looking at these systems in a holistic way and leaving things that don't need to be touched untouched, like whether it's soil microbes and fungi and bacteria in the ground and insects, kind of putting inputs back into the farm that we do extract through cultivating walnuts, through the use of cover crops and compost, which we make on farm from the byproducts of our walnut harvest. So supporting the systems the natural systems that are already in place is huge. I think the biggest benefit they bring to our system is that habitat for hawks and owls and big predatory birds, which is a huge benefit for rodent control. So this really is our adventure space, our explorescape. So having this break up the monotony of walnuts, but also having this bring excitement of like animal life and wildlife is a huge perk for us.